SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a Tijuana. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family. S is for students, F for families too. U is for united, talking about me and you. S for solidarity, D is for diversity. SFUSD.
Happy Friday, scientists! Have any of you gotten to enjoy the weather today? Some have and some haven't. April can have such nice sunny weather, and some days have light rainy weather. This reminds me of the weather conditions that we talked about on Monday. Why don't we start wrapping up our week by rereading the posters we made? Come on. All right, so on Monday, we launched our question, why can't we measure a person's temperature after being in the sun? And I asked this question because I did a training that said we shouldn't take the temperature of students or ourselves right after they've been in the sun. And we determined that when it's rainy, it feels cold here in San Francisco. When it's foggy, it also feels cold. When it's cloudy, it feels so-so. And when it's sunny, it feels warm. The next day, we took temperatures outside using the thermometer. And the day after, we used a large thermometer to help us learn how to read the temperature of different temperatures. So if I wanted to find 98.6, I could go to 90 or 100 and either count up to 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or I could count back to 100, 99, 98. Then we also talked about the amazing scientist Faith Flores and her quote, "I wanted to start a project that was based on solving that specific problem." And the problem she was solving was that it was getting too hot for workers and they needed to know when their breaks were going to be. And, well, that leads us to today. Scientists, we learned so many things about sunlight and weather. And this was really helpful because I think we could finally answer our question, why shouldn't we measure our temperature after being in the sun? So, what do you think? You're right. Our temperature rises when we're in the sun because it warms us up. How do we know that? Great. We use a thermometer to measure the temperatures of different items and me. We should write down our learning, scientists. Do you have your notebook? Oh, go get it and get a pencil. I'm going to get mine ready with the date, April 9th, the page number, and I'm going to put my question on here again. Catch up with me when you can. So with this. So let's put April 9th, 2021. And this is going to be page 32. And I'm going to just post my question again. Please copy this down, scientists. But why can't we measure a person's temperature after being in the sun? Awesome job. So let's answer our question. We had said our temperature goes up when we're in the sun. So let's get that down. I'm going to use orange. Our temperature goes up when we're in the sun. Sun. Great. Our temperature goes up when we're in the sun. All right. Now we have to say how we know. We know this because we compared temperatures before and after being in the sun. It's a bit long, but it has a lot of information. So we know this. Because we compared temperatures before and after being in the sun. We know this because we compare temperatures before and after being in the sun. Wow, that training actually makes sense now. Well, now that we have some evidence that we saw to back it up. That's so interesting. If any of you have thermometers at home that you can observe, I would ask an adult if it's okay to check them out. It's a really useful scientific tool, so it's good to learn how to read it. I learned so much with all of you this week. What was something new for you? Oh, interesting. All right. Something new for me was learning the average temperatures during different seasons here in the city. I've experienced them, but I've never seen them written down so I could compare them. Next week, we're going to learn a little more about sunlight. So if you can, just observe the sky a little more than usual this weekend. You'll see why. Please enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll see you next week, scientists.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Mansfield, and today we're going to be singing about renewable energy. What does renewable mean? Well, let's break it down. I know that re, R-E, at the beginning of a word usually means again. And able, A-B-L-E, at the end of a word means can be. So renewable energy is energy that can be made new again. Whew. That means you don't destroy it when you use it. Gasoline is not a renewable energy source. Once you burn it, it's gone. Solar power from the sun is a renewable energy source. You never run out of sunshine. Let's sing about 3 types of renewable energy sources in my song, Water, Wind, and Sun. I want the world to run on water, wind, and sun. Let's move away from fossil fuels, please. Less coal and gasoline will keep our planet clean. And while we're at it, let's all plant a tree. Get me renewable energy. Sing it with me. I want the world to run on water, wind, and sun. Let's move away from fossil fuels, please. Less coal and gasoline will keep our planet clean. And while we're at it, let's all plant a tree. Get me renewable energy. The same wind blowing chimes is blowing all the time. Let's use its power to make some energy. I think that it's so fine to have a big turbine producing power only with a breeze. As the wind blows, it turns the blades of the turbine. That spins a generator, which creates electricity. In some places, there are many wind turbines grouped together. We call those places wind farms. I want the world to run on water, wind, and sun. Let's move away from fossil fuels, please. Less coal and gasoline will keep our planet clean. And while we're at it, let's all plant a tree. Get me renewable energy. Rivers rushing down can help power a town. We call it hydroelectricity. If I seem eager, well I am. It's like a beaver's dam, and it isn't even new technology. Humans have been harnessing the power of water for thousands of years. Here's a picture of an old mill where the river turned the water wheel, which would grind grain or saw wood. No electricity needed. I want the world to run on water, wind, and sun. Let's move move away from fossil fuels, please. Less coal and gasoline will keep our planet clean. And while we're at it, let's all plant a tree. Get me renewable energy. I think it would be fun to get power from the sun, especially when it's shining all day long. Put panels on a roof, and then you have your proof. Clean energy can help to make us strong. Solar panels can even collect power when it's cloudy, like here in foggy San Francisco. I want the world to run on water, wind, and sun. Let's move away from fossil fuels, please. Less coal and gasoline will keep our planet clean. And while we're at it, let's all plant a tree. Get me renewable energy. Thanks for helping me sing about renewable energy sources. Living in the world can be a delicate balance. All of these sources of energy can still have drawbacks. Dams make it hard for fish to swim upstream, and solar panels can have some nasty chemicals in them. But it's a good start, and we keep getting better at designing renewable energy sources. And who knows, you could grow up to become a scientist or an engineer who helps develop even better renewable energy sources. Until next time, stay safe, healthy, and happy, and of course, goodbye everyone!
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing this song. Wash, washy, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your blood so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Taking care of yourself is also taking care of others. We're all in this together.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Martinez and I'm the teacher librarian at Bret Harte Elementary in the Bayview in San Francisco. Today I'm going to read you a story about magic and storytelling and two friends who keep arguing, and we're going to see if they can find a way to get along at the end of the story in, ta-da, written by Kathy Ellen Davis and illustrated by Keilani Juanita. What a magical living room. Ta-da, by Kathy Ellen Davis, illustrated by Keilani Juanita, and published by Chronicle Books. Once upon a time, a girl lived in a crystal castle on a hill. She had lots of animal friends and was very happy. But, dun dun dun, a dragon came. He blew fire, and he scared the animals. He wrecked the castle. Ta-da! The girl turned the dragon into a kind dragon. They flew away into the sunset and... Dun dun dun! Pirates attacked the girl and her dragon. They took the girl prisoner. They made the dragon blow wind in their sails, and they all lived horribly ever after. Ta-da! The girl pulled out her magic book of spells and cast one to blow wind in the pirate's sails forever. Then she cast one to set herself free. And she took an island vacation. Dun dun dun! A feather came out of nowhere, and the dragon sneezed fire. Ta-da! The girl had trained in flame-throwing her whole life, so she was ready. She moved the fire and saved the day. Until water flooded everything, and dun dun dun! Ta-da! The dragon drank it all up because he was thirsty. But then he had to go to the bathroom, so dun dun dun! Ta-da! The girl made a toilet that was the perfect size for dragons. But then, and it had magic toilet paper that never ran out. Never mind. The girl and the dragon lived happily ever after. Every day was perfect and nothing bad ever happened. She looks a little bored. One day they decided to go see what was happening with the boy. The magician was ready for his performance. No one was there, just him and his rabbit, but something was still missing. The girl came? Okay, so the girl came and knew just what he needed. Ta-da! She and the dragon flew around and got everyone together for the show. Then she used her fire skills and they made the big announcement, magic show. Then it was time for the finale. Everyone clapped and clapped, and they lived happily ever after. Until, dun dun dun, I'm hungry. Ta-da, snack time. So everyone lived happily ever after. Until, dun dun dun, the dragon sneezed and fell out of the sky. But everything was okay, because, ta-da, they had scuba gear. And they went on an underwater adventure and found the lost city of Atlantis. But, dun dun dun, oh no! Ta-da! The magician's treasure just for the girl. They used their magical powers and rebuilt the lost city of Atlantis. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! And that's the end. So much imagination and magic in that story, it actually inspired me to want to share a magic trick with you. Ready? Okay, you see I have a quarter on the table, right? Ta-da! Disappeared! What? Don't worry, I can make it come back. Ta-da! Reappeared! Do you think I have magic? Or maybe I taped a paper to the bottom. And that's why it looks like the quarter disappeared, but really it's under the cup. To do this trick, all you have to do is grab a clear cup and with a pencil or a pen, draw a circle around it, tracing it. Then grab some scissors and use them to cut out the circle. Then you put some glue on the outside of the circle. Then you paste your clear cup right on top. I hope you enjoyed the magic trick and story time. Goodbye!
Kumusta na everyone? It's Miss May from SF Ballet Dance in Schools and Communities program. I hope you all have been taking great care and are ready to get your bodies moving. In exploring how the pieces and parts of our world work together, I thought we could explore how the pieces of this world works together. Shall we? Tara, let's. First, let's root down and take a few deep breaths together, feeling your feet planted in the earth, bringing your energy from the ground up and inhaling. And exhaling, pushing it out with a sigh. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing and shaking it out. And on 3, we are going to jump up and shout, I'm a star. Get really small. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm a star. Woo! Yes, you are. Beautiful. So let's think about energy, shall we? When I put energy in my arm and push against this chair, it creates force. When I release the energy or tension and make my arm relax, well, then it doesn't go anywhere, and neither does this chair, right? When a muscle contracts inside of you, there is a pulling force on a bone which causes movement. There are also forces that happen outside of your body, like when you trip and lose balance. Do you go up or down? Down, right? Unless you have a superhero power I don't know about. This fall is actually the force of gravity pulling you down. Now, how do we make parts of our body move? Well, lucky for us, we have really smart brains that tell the parts of our body what to do. I can put energy in my hands and tell a story. I can walk or jog or even run to get from point A to point B. All of these movements require force. Even as I walk, my body pushes down on the ground to move me forward. The ground pushes back against me with the same level of force to make me move forward. This action and reaction also occurs when we go on our tiptoes. By activating our calf muscles here, we are pushing towards the floor, and the earth, the ground, reacts on our bodies with the same level of force but in the opposite direction, causing us to get up on those toes quite nicely, yes? That's why it's super important that as dancers we learn to use our muscles and not abuse them. But what's something on your body that your brain can't actually give direction to? Hair. My hair is like an extension of my head, right? I'm not actually telling my hair to move. I can, though I really wish I could sometimes. Watch my hair. What am I actually moving in my body, which then affects the way my hair moves? Yes, my head and my neck, right? So when you see my hair flying, it's not because I get to tell it to do so, but because the muscles in my body are creating the force that then allows it to move in the direction I want it to. Now let's practice our freestyle a little and explore the ways we can create force within our bodies and within our own worlds. Where are your muscles contracting so that you can move? What is outside of you but still in relationship to the movement, creating that force? Beautiful. Next time you go outside, see if you can identify where force is happening. Trust, it's happening more often than you think. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. We just explored how you can use evidence and apply your knowledge in real ways. I hope you enjoy the rest of your program. Have a great weekend ahead. Ingat! Take care, everyone.
Hello, I'm Jean Robertson, the Chief of Special Education Services in San Francisco Unified School District. In this video, I will share what in-person learning will look like for students in special day classes. I will also review what to bring to school and tips on preparing your child. We know that each child's needs are unique, so this video won't answer every question. If you need more help, please refer to your prior written notice and contact your case manager. Your school will designate drop-off and pickup locations and times. An assigned school staff member will meet your child at the drop-off location and bring them to the pickup location each day. School staff will walk your child into school. Please do not enter the building. If your child will be riding the school bus, any required accommodations or services will be provided to their bus drivers. For details about your rides, such as pickup and drop-off locations, or if a paraeducator will ride with your child, again, please ask your case manager. For general health and safety rules for riding the bus, check out the video, Riding the Bus Safely. Your child's classroom will be set up for safe social distancing, including where students and teachers will be located. This means that your classroom may look different than what you remember. Classrooms will be prepared with limited necessary supports like visual schedules, sensory items, and communication devices. These items will be cleaned daily. If your child's IEP includes intensive individualized services, these services will be provided in the classroom. Please note that the paraeducator assigned to your child may not be the same staff member that your child typically works with. Additionally, classrooms may change in order to provide the required social distancing. If your child's IEP includes related services like speech and language services or occupational therapy, these services will continue to be available. Refer to your prior written notice for more information. Please bring the following items stored in a plastic bag and labeled with your child's name: your child's medication and health action plans. Also, if your child receives nursing services, your school will contact you with more information. Also, an extra change of clothes and diapers. If you have an SFUSD, Augmentative Assistive Communication Device, or assistive technology at home, please bring those back on the first day of school. Prepare your child emotionally and mentally for the first day. Here are some tips. Talk to your child about what they can expect at school, such as their teachers wearing masks, face shields, or other personal protective equipment. Help them practice school behaviors like wearing a mask, sitting in a chair, talking from a safe distance, or raising their hands. Set up a morning routine and practice it before the first day. I hope I have answered some of your questions, and I look forward to having your child in our classrooms. For more information, such as social stories or other help videos, please visit sfusd.edu/return safely or call 415-340-1716.
Hello, I'm Superintendent Dr. Vincent Matthews of the San Francisco Unified School District. It made me so happy to spend time with you today. I hope you had fun too.
What did you make on the show today? Submit your content here using the QR code or go to bit.ly/SFUSD, yes, why yes, and watch all of our episodes at sfusd.edu/SF loves learning.
And now it's time to say goodbye. So let's sing our goodbye song. For this song, you have to use your whole body. Will you sing it with me? Are you ready? Wave high, wave low. For now, it's time to go. Wave your elbows, wave your toes, wave your tongue, and wave your nose. Wave your knees, wave your lips, blow a kiss with your fingertips. Wave your ears, wave your hair, wave your belly, and wave your derriere. Wave your chin, wave your eye. For now it's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye.
SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a ti, Juan Ying. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family.